I honestly didn't think geometry would ever be useful after tests. I also didn't think volunteering at the police station for NJHS would turn into a murder case. Raymond Holt, an architect, hadn't been seen for a long time. He was known for his fancy buildings and his love for triangles. He was suspected to be murdered, and in the main suspect was Daniel Reeves, a business partner. Detective Ramirez, who I was shadowing, told me to look around while they waited for forensics. We were at Holt's mansion. The place was huge, with blueprints, sketches, and tons of triangles drawn on the walls. It felt like walking into my geometry textbook, which wasn't great. Then I noticed something odd. A plaque on the wall containing 2 gold triangles and a small keypad next to it. The buttons had SSS, AAS, SAS, ASA, and HL written on them. I also noticed that there were small marks on the sides of the triangles. It seemed like a puzzle, but the words reminded me of geometry. And then I knew. I sighed. Triangle congruence, of course. Ramirez looked at me. What are you talking about? I pointed at the mirror. Side, angle, side, angle, side. Remember? He seemed confused. Are you saying the guy locked his room with geometry? Basically. The marks on the triangles reminded me of congruency, and I looked closer. All of the sides had a congruency mark. The answer hit me. SSS congruence. I clicked SSS on the keypad, and a secret door opened. The place had huge walls, each containing varying sets of golden triangles, and a keypad next to each one. I assumed all of them led to a different room in the house. I turned my attention to look at all the models. One by one, we observed all the triangles. Me and Ramirez split up and found the congruence theorems that applied for each one. As we looked at the biggest model, something felt wrong. I looked closer. It was labeled Triangle ABC is congruent to Triangle DEF above where the triangles were. Triangle DEF was missing. I looked at the keypad. It was the same as all of the other ones, except that it also had none for an option. We found the missing triangle in a trash can and placed it on the spot. I inspected the 2 triangles. They were both right triangles, and the corresponding angles were congruent. Was AAA a triangle congruence theorem? I looked at the keypad. It wasn't there. Then I remembered. AAA wasn't valid. I clicked none, and a secret door opened to enter a room that was likely a study. Holt really would have let Mrs. Dort's geometry class if he was still alive. There was a lot of blood on the floor, and I knew we had reached the jackpot. Triangles, I said. He used them to protect his study, but someone entered. Ramirez looked at me. So, 10th grade math solved the mystery? Yeah, I said. I guess geometry is not totally useless. We found some fingerprints on a gun close to Holt's body, and they belonged to Reeves. He was going to be so cooked. The next day, my teacher gave out a quiz on triangle congruence. I didn't smile, but I didn't complain either. Now, I can't stop thinking about how geometry caught a killer, even if I still kind of don't like it.